In Sweden, coffee breaks are not just any coffee breaks. They are called fika. And for the Swedish, fikas are a lifestyle. In every Swedish household and every Swedish workplace, some amount of time is solely dedicated to fikas. So what are they? Fikas are all about making time for friends and family to share a cup of coffee and a little sweet something. They are all about restoration and social collaboration. A very good afternoon to everyone here. Last week, my friends and I were at the Emirates NBD headquarters to attend a mentoring session. We were led into their innovation department by their innovation manager, and soon we found ourselves in their very cozy conference hall. But what set it apart from the few conference halls that I had ever visited in my entire lifetime was this. One wall was solely dedicated to the purpose of Post-its. These Post-its were results of brainstorming sessions. They were results of social collaboration. I want you to think back to the olden day coffee houses that our grandfathers so proudly talk about. Those were hubs for collaboration, because you have this mass of people coming in from different walks of life. You have the elite, you have the working class, you have the uneducated, you have the great minds. They sit down, order a cup of chai or coffee or whatever it is, and there's an unnoticed exchange of ideas that take place. And those were the roots for all revolutions that you look at, whether it be the Industrial Revolution, the Agricultural Revolution, or the Renaissance. So why social collaboration? The concept behind social collaboration is that while you might be able to identify the different dots to a problem, it might be someone else who is able to connect those dots together. And science has proven again and again that productivity increases compoundly when strategies of social collaboration are implemented. Let me tell you a story. A biologist by the name of William Muir was interested in investigating the concept of group versus individual productivity. And the subjects of his experiment were chickens. Because with chickens, it's much easier to determine productivity. All you have to do is count the number of eggs each chicken lays. So his chickens were housed in 9 cages, with 9 hens per cage. And very randomly, he picked out the most productive chickens, he called them the super chickens, and housed them together. And on the other hand, he had 9 average performing chickens and put them together as well. And he let them breed for another generation. And the results were dramatic. Only 3 of the super chickens survived. 6 of them had been murdered. On the other hand, the average chickens were doing extremely well. They were all well feathered and their productivity had increased. And what this investigation showed William Muir was that the most productive chicken in each cage was also the biggest bully. The most productive chicken in each cage only boosted her productivity by suppressing the productivity of the other chickens. In other words, the super chicken in each cage was only superior to the other chickens because she pecked at the eggs of the other chickens and because she tended to pick more fights with them. And that is exactly today's scenario. We, being the super chickens, tend to overlook collaboration and our productivity plummets. And this trend is seen across all sectors. So what can we do about it? Meet Emily May, the founder of People's Supper. It's a very simple initiative. What she does is that she gathers a group of willing strangers and makes them sit across a table and they have dinner. And they are faced with questions that go beyond the headlines. They talk about issues that they face in their day-to-day lives. They talk about the divide that has become so common in the 21st century. And they leave with very positive outlooks on life. Listen to what Emily May has to say about this. She says, I thought that if there's one thing that can change people's hearts, it's the ability to hear each other's stories. And if there's one thing that people can unite over, it's food. And this is just the story of one lady who thought that the phenomenon of social collaboration should not be restricted to the corporate sector, but also become an everyday phenomenon everywhere we go. So that is what we should be doing. Whether you are a student or a member of the parliament, it does not matter. We start at the grassroots level and work our way up from there. Let's stop trying to be super chickens. Thank you.